said, Mary? I'm not even sure that I really like you. But it didn't matter. I made a decision. She was a part of my affirmation, so it had to happen. Right? So I made a quick decision. And when I saw network marketing for the first time, it was just like I saw my wife for the first time. It's like, wow, where have you been all of these 13 years that I've been on this earth? Why has the world hidden you from me for 13 years? We could have gotten married 10 years ago, right? And so, I never forget my first meeting in network marketing. My first meeting in network marketing, I know exactly where it was. I remember exactly what I was wearing. I remember exactly what I drove. I remember exactly who was giving the presentation. I could, still to this day, right now, almost 25 years later, I can even repeat some of the jokes that the speaker was speaking on the day that I was introduced to network marketing. I had never heard of MLM, network marketing. I didn't know that this existed. And there was a gentleman, his name was Bobby Jones. He was a pharmacist, and he was retired, a retired pharmacist. And I remember him talking about early retirement, and I was wondering, how in the world could he retire? Because I grew up with a mom and an environment whereas the retirement age was 65. We were conditioned that you work for 40 years, you retire. After 40 years of working, typically you're around 65, you retire. So when this guy, and they introduced him and he came on stage, and at that moment he was in his 40s, he said, you know, I'm a retired pharmacist, and I'm sitting there wondering how? I don't understand how he's retired. I thought it was like a mandate that they wouldn't allow you to retire until you were 65. It was because I was miseducated. I was uneducated. I didn't understand the economic system. I didn't understand how money worked. I didn't understand labor. I didn't understand delayed gratification. I did not understand leverage. So the information that I had was limited. And guess what, Seattle? My results were limited. Why? Limited exposure, limited results. And remember, at this time, I'm 18 years of age, and I'm going to share with you now why, when I look at Ricardo Bonalto, when I look at Luca, when I look at Tomas, and when I look at these other emeralds here, and some of these diamonds who are in their 20s, and by the way, you can build this at any age. But I am telling you why I know for a fact they're the future. I studied my industry and I understand why. The majority of the people who ever got into high levels of success in this industry, the high levels of